What is up, the world? It is your friendly neighborhood Slipgator here, and I absolutely have some stuff and things to show you. So last time we had talked about some more automation, and we talked about mob essences and all of that stuff. And so I got an idea to build a thing. So I thought it might be time that we have some sort of a thing where you can go outside of the conglomerate. So here we have an upward motivator, an elevator of sorts that will take us up here to a mob system that is giving us some mob essence. Oh, this is a coin-free zone. Let me turn my coin off here. So, also hope you guys are having a good stuff and things today. Whatever your stuff and things are, I hope they're awesome. And it may get a little loud in here. Let's turn our cows down a little bit. So this design of this spawner is exactly, I think, pretty close to... Oh, is there a block missing there? Pretty close to block for block, the same thing that Armitage is using as his base. I had to think about a way to design a different one that worked. I tried to think if there was a better way to do it. I tried to think if there was a different way to do it. It's really the proper way to do this, in my opinion. And it works really good. So what we have are 3 tier 5 cow spawners, and they're hooked up on a wireless receiver there. And they come down here to these, what there are mob grinders, and those hit the mob. So they're doing a 5, cows have 5 hearts. They're doing a 5 block fall, so it hurts them a significant amount. And then the grinders kill them. All the raw beef and leather comes down over here to, this is an item thing. Item collector, I couldn't remember the name of it. So the item collector, and that fits them into, underneath the item collector, you can't see it, there's an item tesseract. And then this also, hold on, Al just popped in. This also pulls mob essence out of the cows, and that comes over here to this liquid tesseract, and it's pumped into a tank below. And I'm powering this all with an energy bridge that's pulling steam from a tesseract and then converting it into BC. So there's our steam tesseract here, and then it converts it into BC, and underneath there's some redstone energy conduit. So this is providing us with mob essence that we're going to use to automate some stuff and things. So we'll actually hop the rail. I don't recommend you ever put your arms or feet outside the car while it's in motion, but we're going to hop the rail here, and we have this large Zycraft tank that we're going to fill with mob essence. And you can see here it's filling up. We got about 1 million in here now. But one of the things that I wanted to talk about was a system that I have set up in order to regulate the production of mob essence. So up here we have the mob essence coming out, and it just comes out and comes out and it comes out, and it fills the tank and fills the tank and fills the tank. So what will happen, or what I've done here, is I've set a wooden waterproof transport pipe onto a gold transport pipe, and just kind of a redstone engine, and that pumps from this valve to this valve. So it's just gonna, once the level reaches this level, it's just gonna circle around. But what it will do is, when there's liquid traversing, it's gonna send a redstone signal to this autarkic gate. That's gonna light this up and send a signal on the 1810 frequency. That's gonna come back up here, and it will turn off the mob spawners. So then no more mob essence will flow into the system. So, we got a little bit of lag. Are you ready? Watch this. Earlier I was here, and all of a sudden I got some lag, and like there were 30 cows in there, and they all went at the same time and died, and it was awesome. So But I think it's a pretty cool system. Now, it doesn't alleviate the fact that we need to AFK. We're going to need to AFK here sometimes to get the mob essence, because if you remember, the reason why we're doing this is because these shoal shard spawners don't work while there's not a person in the world loading the chunk. If there is a person in the same world loading other chunks, I guess, I don't know, it's wacky. But at least now we'll have a large tank of essence, and it will be able to power our farms. And I think this is just going to be a little bit more efficient. So it just made something kind of simple. There's not a lot going on here in the way of aesthetics. I did a little bit of stuff and things, but not much. Really, this thing took a huge amount of time. This elevator here took a large amount of time. And I had to destroy a little bit of Flux in order to make it happen. I did some research on Thaumcraft, and I did it using the most efficient aspects possible in order to make the arcane levitators. But as you can see, if we go to, where's the ghetto? Here it is. You can see in the lower left there. Ready? Could I get is it down to moderate? No, we're not. Something's not right. It's not loading there we go. Dangerous. So I was really good. I put all these flux suckers on the side of my cauldron, and I used aspects that were low in flux or low in the other, the non aspects that wouldn't be used in the crafting recipes. And I took the little bottles and stuck all the goo inside the goo jars and did it all the right way and ended up with dangerous flux. So I stuck this here. Hopefully it's just loading a single chunk, and I'm hoping to work the flux down, but I don't really care if it's in this area. It don't matter to me. It hasn't actually started any storms or anything like that. The other thing I did just to try to eliminate a little bit of the flux was this actually down here is unlit. And I think the rest of them are lit, but I just wanted to make a little space that was unlit because from what I understand, spawning the like angry zombies and I don't know, the spawns that the bad flux causes actually works the bad flux out of the world a little bit. So the conglomerate is definitely changed. It's definitely looking a lot different. And I think that this area up here, what we're going to end up using this for is we're going to end up putting other tanks inside of here too. That is if Zycraft tanks stay around. There's a lot of rumble and grumble about them right now. Some people are saying they cause problems. Some people say they don't. The one thing that I know is that from the stuff that I've been reading, a full tank causes problems. And so this system will means that this tank will never become full. It will always stop at this level right here. So that hopefully will save us a little bit of lag. But it's filling up, not too quick, not too slow. It's working its way up there. It's a big tank, 11 million. But yeah, that's the new mob system that we have set up. And what we're going to end up doing down in here is instead of using these soul shard spawners, we'll end up using auto spawners in here to move these guys or to create these guys. So I haven't played around with them yet, but they are the stuff and things that we're going to work on next time or possibly today. Over in the hive, let's kick our sound back up. Over in the hive here, I haven't made any new changes. The mob system was really what I had worked on the mosty. We do have some new developments over here. Whoa, that was some major. We got big time problems. Seriously? Seriously? Can I get a squeezer? I can't get a squeezer. Well, you can still kind of see what's going on. We got all of our honey is filled up now, and these are our honey drops. And then this is squeezer specifically for honeydew. And we've already accumulated a large amount of backup honey and honeydew here. So we can start to really kind of maybe look for ways to use honey. We have a ton of it. And everything here, all the automation is working perfectly. Absolutely doing what it's supposed to be doing. I may need to restart my client. But nothing's going in the carpenter. All of our bees are hanging out doing their stuff and things. So it's going good. Like, I'm kind of at a content place, and working on the mob spawners is going to be a really fun project to kind of get some more automation done. There's a lot of things that I'd like to have a reserve of. So kind of some of the things here, like take for instance, if if we look at iron, I have 51 in here now because I made some earlier, and I'm constantly making iron. And what I would really like to do is have a reserve of iron always being processed. So if I need some, it always makes it. And we can actually look at setting something like that up now. Let's take a look at maybe doing this together. So we need some more ME cable. Let's go ahead and get that going. Did I lose audio? I may have. And we have sounds. So I think we were right in the middle of doing stuff and things. Let's take a look down here. I think our ME cable should be finished. There we go. And we need an auto spawner now. Or wait, no, we don't need an auto spawner. Let's go ahead and let's get a barrel. We'll need not an interface, but a storage bus. One storage bus, one barrel, a level emitter, and we'll just craft another stack of those. And we'll need an export bus. And we'll craft a stack of those. Alright, so just for funsies, let's set this up right here. I think that we'll eventually be moving this kind of stuff, but for now, why not just do it right here? And this way you can kind of see it all go on. So if we take that, let's get our coin going too. So if we take this storage bus and we face it, this is awesome. This was maybe not the best place to build. And we'll face it up like so, and then we will put our barrel on it like that. And then we're going to grab one piece of iron. One piece of iron and stick it there. We'll stick iron in there, we got one. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take our export bus and stick it on the top like that, and we're going to put a level emitter above that and hook that up to the network. So now we're going to say with this level emitter, oh, we're going to need another piece of iron. We'll say with this level emitter, emit redstone when we get, let's say 64 iron. So if there's 64 iron in the system, emit redstone. Now with this, what we'll do is we'll say always craft items and put iron in there. And now oh, this is always active. Active without signal. Bam. So active without signal, and now what's happening is the system sees that this is needs to be crafting iron because this is in always craft items mode, which we talked about in the last video. So it's always craft items iron. Then this is set for when there's 64 iron, emit redstone, and then this is active without signal. So once this hits 64, which it should take, we could actually change this to, let's do it to 45. So now it'll just speed up the system a little bit. But 32, I was gonna say. So once it reaches 45 now, it should stop crafting items. Sorry, just shiny thing, got distracted. 41, 42, 43. We should see this light up here. That lights up, everything stops, bam. So it's perfect. That's exactly what we want. So similar to this is what we're going to set up over in this area here for a bunch of the items that we want to have on demand crafted all the time, or a reservoir of those things, something just like this. But for now, we can tear it all down. It's not something that we need, but that's how that works. And you can do that with any storage. You don't have to use a barrel. It's just something that you can use. You can use anything. You can even use a label. If you want to use a label to do it, you could use a label to keep on hand 3 of an item. I believe you could. You should be able to use a label. So anything like that will work. So you can have a pool or a reservoir of items in your ME system at all times to speed up your crafting a little bit. And this is going to work good for things like, let me think, iron, glass, just a lot of the items that you use in tons of recipes. And it's going to be neat to have that all set up over here. It's just going to speed things up a little bit. And I think it's going to look really cool too. And it's going to eliminate the need for these things. We won't have a system that on demands these witches with a button. It will automatically detect that there's a low amount of glowstone, and the emitters will turn on, and that will actually work with the auto spawners that we're going to set up. It won't automatically craft because glowstone's not craftable, but for craftable items you can do the same thing as we just saw. So that is all the stuff and things that we have to talk about today, and I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you liked it, please hit the like button. It helps to support the channel. Share and favorite the video as you see fit. I always like hanging out with you and seeing your comments, so leave a comment if you'd like to, or suggestion or anything like that. Also looking for suggestions on Minecraft Fast and Feed the Beast Fast tutorials, some stuff and things that you guys would want to see. Now keep in mind we want these things to be shorter, but definitely your ideas are much appreciated in that. So tell me what you think about the new additions to the conglomerate as well, and that's all I got to talk about today. I hope that you have a great rest of your day.
Hypermine.